Hi there, I'm Birgit O'Connor and welcome to my studio. Now it's July, so that means we have Shark Week. And I thought what would be better than to do some paintings of white sharks. In this particular lesson, we're going to keep it very simple. It's going to be a shark jumping out of the water. And you don't need a line drawing. It's basically like a torpedo-like shape, and we're going to add some clouds in the ocean and add some splash around them and focus on the mouth and do a little negative painting with the teeth. So you're going to learn some techniques, but we can keep it as simple as you like and basically just have fun. So let's get started and do some painting.
See it. So basically it's a giant triangle with a half oval and a bottom. His teeth are going to be here, and then a fin and another fin. We don't need him to be perfect. We just basically need his nose and his mouth, and a fin is really all we need to think about. And then we'll put the ocean somewhere back here. So I'm going to go wet on dry. And if you remember what wet and dry is, that means the paper's dry, and then I'm going to get my clouds in there. So I'm going to use maybe a blue. Find a blue for your sky. And I'm going to use the belly of the brush, which is the fat part. So I'm going to practice this for a second. So basically, I'm going to hold the brush flat like that, and I'm going to go along the bottom like that. That edge is going to be our cloud, and then I'll fill in the top up here. Now this is just regular drawing paper, so that's why it soaks right in. So belly of the brush, let's use that. I'm going to go ahead, make some big clouds. You can make some skinny ones by just changing how you hold your brush. So I'm going to go to the tip like that. You don't have to do this, but I just want to acquaint you with this. I'm going to skip my brush over the surface. You can make it really blue. You can make it light. Then I'm going to bring it down to about here. Take a brush and put your horizon in like that. That's going to be the easiest way. Another way of doing it is finding where your horizon is, and why you would even think of doing something like that is if you want a long ocean line. That way it doesn't go off to the side or in a different direction. That's the only reason we would want to think about it. Let's just go a little ways over here and maybe a little ways over here. We don't need to make it go all the way across. Maybe something like that. Let's leave some white space around it because we want our splash to be in here. And then let's go ahead and get the bottom wet just a little bit. Leave a lot of white area around it and go along the bottom. Okay, you can see I've kept it over here and here. Then I'll take my brush, dip it in water, get it in my blue, or a little bit in my paint here, and then I'm going to just rake it like this. So I'm taking it, pointing my brush down, and going right over the bottom like that. Okay, so do you see what I'm doing? I'm going like, let's do it like this. Holding it down. We're not doing it like that. Down. And then if we take a few different blues, not too blue, but a little light, like having some white. If you have white, you can do that too. And we could also use a little salt in our ocean to give it a really interesting texture. And let's see. So choose some blues. If it goes into the ocean, that's pretty nice. Let's add a little bit more color into the ocean. Just let it mingle into the water that's on the surface. Okay, so I'm going to just, you see, I'm not trying to cover up all my blue. I'm just trying to have a little bit. And the other fun thing, like I mentioned last week, is if we took a little piece of paper, I'm going to tear it, get it wet, dip it in my color, and maybe if I just go like this, it'll give me little mini waves. And then maybe I'll bring it down a little bit more. And to add to our splash, we might do more, but that's as much as I'm going to do right now. Then I'll take a little salt. And if this is really, really wet and like a puddle, we're not going to have a lot of results. We need it to be a little less shiny. Mine is pretty wet, but we can give it a try. So we're just going to go ahead and put it in there, because that once that starts to dry, it can give the impression of more spatter. I'm going to use some of that same blue, just a little bit, for a shadow and underneath where his tummy's going to be. And I have a mess of colors over here, so I'll take a little bit of that blue, drop it into my purple or even my orange, whatever you have there. I just don't necessarily need it to be the same blue as my ocean, otherwise we're not going to see him at all. And I'm going to go underneath his mouth, down to his tummy, over to his fin. So you can see we don't have much of a line drawing. And I don't want to cover it all up, otherwise I'm going to lose my splash. It'll at least give me some idea. Now I need my shark to stand out from the sky, and my sky is lighter. So I'm going to go a little bit darker on the side of my shark, just so he stands out. And then with all those hard lines, that's a hard line when you really get to see it. That can be distracting, so I'm going to clean off my brush and soften that edge. Just a little bit. That way it doesn't stand out, because that's not where I want to bring all my attention. I want the attention to go to the mouth and the nose. Then let's bring a little bit around the top of his nose and soften. And by the time I get back up here, the sky should be dry. Okay, so I like all that shading. That's what we call this, is shading. Now I'm going to go ahead and hopefully this is dry. This is a little wet, but I'll still work with it. I'm going to shift over to a slightly smaller brush. I'm going to hold off on the mouth. Now you may be doing it differently, and that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe get a little bit of black into my blue color, or if you have a gray, you can use the gray, or if you want, you can take a little white if you've got the white in there. Now, I don't usually use white, but whatever feels right and good to you. I'm going to go ahead up to the top along my pencil line that I created, and I'm going to press a little bit harder so I expand that stroke. And then I'm going to taper it. So what we're doing here, which a lot of people don't understand, is if we press, we get a wider stroke, and if we release, we get a thinner stroke, all from the same brush. So I'm going to go ahead on the other side, like that, and bring that line down here. Now I'm not too concerned about the eye or anything like that, because we're not really going to see it. And I'm standing up, so I'm getting more of a wiggly line. If I don't want that, I would sit down and maybe support my hand. And I'm going to soften that edge so it doesn't look so wiggly. And maybe bring a little bit of that darker color over to the fin so it stands out. And maybe a little bit more up here so the nose stands out. And our shark isn't really going to be black, but I'm using that dark color just so it stands out, and turning the paper so I can reach those areas a little bit better and get a cleaner line. And once it dries, I can clean that up too if I want to, even by going in with a darker color or just lifting a little bit of that color out. All right, now that's basically what I need, and then I'm going to go ahead and think about his mouth, and then his teeth and the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and find the inside of his mouth using my reds, take that color and put it right in his mouth, like that, fill it in. I'm going to bring the color up to his teeth. Instead of painting his teeth, I'm painting the spaces in between his teeth. So what this is a little negative painting. You could even go from the line there and make a little line out, like little triangles is what we're thinking about. Those little razor sharp teeth. And to make it look like something could go down into that scary mouth, I'm going to take that darker color while the color is still wet and go along the bottom and just put that in. And then I might lift my paper up a little bit. Oops, there goes that thing. And try to let that color run up a little bit in his mouth, just like that. And I have to be careful how I hold my paper because I had so much water over here. And then I might bring a little bit of that darker color up to the top. Not much. Then using our red color, let's add some lips. Then we'll be able to see our teeth. And this is a fun part to do that. This is drawing, so I'm going to go ahead and take some of our shadow color that we have, which is basically our ocean with maybe a little gray or more blue or even purple. Maybe underneath his mouth there. It's okay if the color bleeds a little bit. And I'm flattening my brush just a little bit like that so I get a wider stroke. We're just repeating what we've done before. Okay, get a little blue in there, maybe in the tummy there, and maybe a little fin over here. Now he looks like he's jumping out of the water. This fin is disappearing a little bit, so I have to decide, do I want to do anything with that? Or another fun thing is if we take our water, if we don't want to use just splash, we could use the belly of the brush like we did the clouds and just touch spots in here with just the bottom part. So it looks like we have a lot of action. I'm going to go around the top part of his lips so they stand out. Even if I skip my brush, that'll be fine. That should show everybody his big mouth. And I can leave it like that, or maybe soften a little bit of that if you want to. Maybe I'll add a little green into it, or even purple, whatever you like. I'm going to take my piece of paper, I got it wet, and then let's add some waves. And I'm going back and forth like this, but what I realized is I could just change it. It doesn't need to just go back and forth. I can wiggle it. So that would be our basic shark.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this very simple lesson. And if you want to evolve and do a bit more or take it to the next level, we have another shark lesson. And in that one, we focus more on shading and trying to get a bit more shape in the shark. It's a bit more scarier, but it's a lot of fun. So until next time, have fun and happy painting.